I wanted to ask you what you thought about Tucker Carlson interviewing Vladimir Putin.
I thought it was fucking awesome. Let 1,000 flowers bloom, as Mao would say. I thought it was great too that he did it. He did it a while ago, and then he's back. He's been back. And all these dumb DNC people are like, he's a traitor. We need to stop him from coming back. And you're like, he's fly fishing in Maine, morons. It did occur to him that this would blow up. So he's already returned when the interview airs.
Fuck you.
Clearly. But shouldn't everyone interview everyone? Like, I would want to interview Hitler.
So here's my thought. Fair. So I thought that's where you would stand. And at first, I had this. I thought maybe we shouldn't give a mouthpiece to this guy, and I even went to Hitler. You know, would we want to put Hitler on CNN? But I guess that comes from a place where I think the average person is so stupid that they can be fooled by someone as charismatic as a Hitler. So maybe we don't want them to see again? Hitlers. But no, this is the gun guy. But
Gavin can't tell us apart.
Let me finish.
I'm the only one he hasn't called gay yet.
Let me finish my thought. But then I thought, I don't want anybody deciding who I can hear from. I don't want anybody deciding that I can't hear this guy's take on whatever. I'm probably going to disagree with it, but I'm going to listen to it. I haven't watched the interview. I didn't know it was up to be seen yet, but I am fascinated. I'm going to watch it, and I'm glad it happened. I guess because I want to hear what he says, and I've seen Vladimir Putin's Russian interviews.
I hate Putin. I hate Zelensky. But I want the most information possible. I think Putin. Here's my theory on Putin. I think he is a born again Christian. Basically, he's very Christian, and he sees us as demonic and satanic, and we've lost our way with our trans kids and all that. So he wants to destroy us, and he's not going to do that with a war. He wants to destroy us from within. So he funds. He's like this. He's another Soros, and I think he funds Hamas. I think he funds Antifa. I think he funds a lot of things that destroy the West. But I want to hear from him.
And I don't want to talk about. I'm the liberal guy that you hate. I don't mind Tucker. I don't mind Putin being interviewed. That I like. Right. I'd like to hear what Putin says. I'd like him to be interviewed by somebody who interviewed him critically. Right. I fear it's going to go like this. Tucker will be like, "Hey, why did you invade Ukraine?" And he'll be like, because we're the good guys and Ukraine is Nazis. Tucker will say, why isn't the mainstream media telling us about this? Right? That's bad. That's bad.
Why is it bad?
Because I don't think he really invaded Ukraine to rid it of Nazis. I don't think that was his motivation. But if someone just uncritically interviews him and amplifies and agrees with everything he says, then they're doing a poor job. So let's wait and see the interview.
But if he makes, it's happening right now, isn't it airing right now?
I don't know. I assume
clue.
If he, but I want Americans to not want to get involved in this war. Like, I don't want any money or troops going to Israel. I don't want any money or troops going to Ukraine. So I want them to at least see nuance and be like, okay, it sounds like Zelensky and Putin both should fuck off. Like, I remember when what's his name, Khrushchev. No, Kissinger, during the Iran-Iraq war, they said, who do you think's going to win? And he goes, ugh, can't they both lose? Like, fuck them all. Fuck Hamas, fuck Israel, fuck Ukraine, fuck Russia. So, yeah, let's you know what's weird? This just popped up my ass. But if Putin is humanized, right? Maybe the average American is going to be like, oh, okay, so I can see Zelensky and Putin's side, I guess. Can we stop throwing our money over there? Like, let them work it out. They both seem reasonable.
Yeah, I also don't want us funding all of this nonsense overseas. That's one of the positions I hold.
The numbers are insane. Remember 3 years ago when someone said 100 billion? It was like the craziest number you've ever heard. We all of us grew up going one. I couldn't believe it. What if I one day become a millionaire? Isn't that the most money you've ever thought of?
Weren't we adorable? Right?
100 billion sent to some country.
Billion and $1,300 billion.
That's a lot.
That's
Dude,
a lot.
That's like how I invented numbers in second grade. A million, billion,
that's taken out
zillion,
of context,
trillion.
Taylor. He was talking about the distance to the sun.
They said, President Biden, what is your favorite made-up number? And he said, probably 1 million, billion, trillion, zillion would be my favorite. Zillion.
What did you think the biggest number was when you were 7?
Man, can't you just shut up, you dog-faced ponies already?
Eric Adams asked for 100 billion. He's like, I need 100 billion to run New York. There's 7 million people in Manhattan. That's like $30,000 per person. What the fuck are you talking about? But, now he wants more. Now he's talking about hundreds of billions because of all these migrants coming in.